Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new season of LMGT3 Fixed series starts today. So it's Interlagos for round 1. I've registered in the Ferrari again. I'm staying with a familiar car for the season. We're on a fixed setup, so there really isn't much to change outright on the car. We need just shy of a full tank for this race, being 45 minutes. Tyre choice can only be mediums. There's no forecast of rain. Here we go then. The LMGT3 Fixed Championship begins at Interlagos. We didn't quite make the top 10 in Quali after bailing on our, what I think could have been our fastest lap. But we can see the top 10 and we can see a field of McLarens leading the way here. Let's see if anyone can stop them. We'll try and pick up a few places as we go. Just waiting for green. Alright, tidy enough start. I've already got a car on the outside here. This should be quite sketchy on cold tyres, so that McLaren's loose. My Ferrari wants to step out already. I'm sure that was obvious. Ooh, we're still 2x2 here, and that Beamer, I don't quite know where he wants to go, but I'm still here, so. Use the marshal's board there as a braking reference, which is slightly early, but it's the only thing I can see in a field of cars. I'm sure this is an overtaking opportunity here, so I'm just going to try and keep the car up where I want it to be. Pretty composed by everybody so far. God, everyone looks so dialed in so quickly. Nice. I really wanted to not miss that apex. It's such a crucial drive out of here. I think if I'm not the lead Ferrari, I'm somewhere up there. There might be one a few cars ahead, but look how much the field has just driven away from us there, though. I don't know if that was just me getting poor drive compared to them, but wow. Because this circuit is full of sectors where the drive you get out of a specific corner is going to shape the whole sector to come. So that's the case out of T1 and 2. It's also the case out onto the start finish. Traditionally, the Ferrari isn't at its best in those circumstances. You'll see like a Beamer and a McLaren. They really seem to excel. This car seems to do well in this kind of a sector where it's more about corner balance and getting rotated. We'll see. Let's have a look at these gaps. I am starting to gap the Ferrari behind. 1.6. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're gaining anything for no reason, so I think a lot of it's just going to be down to who's best at the final corner. Before I start pulling out a bag of excuses as to why I'm not overtaking anyone. 3 cars ahead all look like they're very keen to fight, so I think we need to put ourselves in place to make the most of that. It's like we're catching them. Oh, that was close ahead. This is really the first lap I'm starting to be able to trust the car properly. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting a slightly better run out of here now, although if these guys are towing each other, it's going to be very, very difficult to make any headway. Just try and stay with them. Qualifying, I took way too much of that curb and it made a right mess of my session, so trying to stay nice and wide into there. But still cutting back enough to get speed out of here, which I think is my weak spot right now. We can work on that. Almost too early for that one, but at least we've got the power down. That McLaren has just taken off suddenly, look. He's just gained like 6/10 in half a lap. Drove away from the Beamer. It's like everyone's still trying to get settled. He took a very early apex there. I wonder if that's a better line or not. I always narrow that corner too much. Bit of a loose exit. Don't know if that's going to cost me now. Wow, the race is really kind of neutralized in this part. Everyone is a couple of seconds away from each other. Looks like the leader is just driving a different race. Not sure if the car likes to be shifted early there. That's going to be a penalty. In fact, I got such a bad run out of the second part that we got neutralized. I'm going to try a brake bias shift slightly while the car's heavy. This may be a little bit too much, but what I'm concerned about is I'm going to overdrive the front tires trying to rotate on the power. So really in the braking zones I need the car to want to rotate. Nice neutral there. I need the car to want to rotate without too much steering input. See if I can improve my exit speed. That felt alright. It looked like we improved massively on previous. It's crazy though, you can be in a split at my level and be at the top of, you know, like a split 2 if it's a busy slot. You can be here fighting for your life in the mid pack, just depending on how the cards fall. It does, in general, feel like we're fighting roughly in the right spot on the grid for our pace. Be nice to be able to get back closer to the field ahead, but yeah. Okay, so that change in brake bias really helped me through there. I think we're on the right track. don't feel like the Beamer is holding me up at all, but we are catching him now, and it might be worth trying to get clear. Sometimes short shifting the Ferrari here because it seems to have enough drive in the lower revs. Just need to steal that slipstream. Force this guy into a mistake, maybe. Wow, only 10 minutes gone. This is a really heavy going track. It looks like we've either got a battle or someone slowing down here. There's a lead Ferrari ahead. Just can't quite pick up the drive out of there to make anything of this straight. Just starting to see a few little mistakes. Driver ahead's probably very aware that we're here. At this point, I need to not overdrive the car. Not too far to go to start killing the tires. Guy behind's catching me as well. Alright. What I'm curious about this track is how do I create an overtake? Because I don't quite have something over the Beamer to create the opportunity yet, so I'm either going to have to start braking uncomfortably late. That is one area that the Ferrari can make its time. That was almost too late, but there's only one way to find out. But then I get zero purchase through the second part. Partly for my driver error, but also I am right under another car, so that's going to make it more difficult. How are my tyres looking? Still working the fronts a little bit. I think I'm going to keep pushing the bias back a touch until it becomes uncomfortable. Oh, about of understeer again. Get within that overtaking range and you're working the car harder and probably working the tyres harder. Though. May not be dramatic yet, but it's definitely, it feels like there's anything from 1 to like 4 positions in the race. Plus the threat of the Ferrari behind who has not disappeared for a second. And they're fighting ahead. Let's go. Better out of there, but so it feels like a catch-22 situation. Gain a little, lose a little. Just have to keep working at it because I am seeing a few missed apexes. I don't know how the Beamer does over a stint, but this guy's definitely on a little bit of a limit here. That might be how we create a pass. Sort of want to mix it up with those guys ahead eventually. A real opportunity to send it somewhere like that because you need a massive overspeed to do it. Or infinitely more talent. Choose either. What I need is the beamer to get a little bit loose on a corner exit. Just open a window to get alongside, maybe. So I'm going to focus slightly more on getting those apexes, slowing down just a little earlier. I think that's a better strat than trying to nearly outbrake myself. Here we go. Alright, slightly further back. Really slowed down a little early there. That was a little tricky. Once again, I have absolutely no line through the right-hander. One day I'll learn. It's a relative back. I prefer third there, but sometimes a little hook of second on higher fuel just helps me kick that rotation if I'm not feeling comfortable. Alright, we're attacking now. Seems like the sort of track where you really have to be patient though. Half-hearted send here is not going to be a happy one. Come on, Ferrari. Don't give up on me now. Kicked a whole lot of oversteer there. I'm slightly concerned now because the Ferrari is looking pretty lively behind. And at this rate, he might try something on us before I even get to do something myself, so let's keep an eye out. Oh, that's a car off track, okay. Oh no. That rejoin I thought was the end, but they've held it. And is it the Ferrari? It looks like it. Okay, so we've got a new contender. He's had an off track. Beamer got through, crucially. So what am I going to do here? Oh, he's gone for it. Oh, I had to actually hit the brakes there. So I'm going to go. Leave him some space. Try and get my exit good. Let's cover off that inside. Okay. Opportunistic. And clean driving from the pair of us there. And for some reason, I now can't get the apex, but maybe that's just the adrenaline of fighting for a position finally. Alright, let's calm down. One away from the top 10. That's got to be my goal. We've still got 27 minutes. 20 laps. Tank. I think the Ferrari behind just gave the BMW. Alright, faithful, so if those guys can have a bit more of a battle, that works nicely for me. Crack on, guys, crack on. Another mistake ahead. So now we're right where we need to be, hopefully. I don't know if this Ferrari's taken minor damage or whether he's just took too much out of the tyres, but it seems like we've got a little more aggression right now. much more attacking through there, almost too much, because I got a handful of TC on the way out, but I've got enough to go for it here. I can think. Sorry, not trying to hit you, mate. I'm just... I think he's struggling very slightly in the low speed. Certainly was really having to work the car, and again, I think I should have had that done there, but I turned in so early that I ate an entire sausage. This could be our race here, because this is starting to slow us down big time. The guy is missing every apex. I'm thinking he's got a slight problem here, because he was running fine before. I'm going to get attacked if I don't do something. Shouldn't have narrowed that one off, that was a bit silly. Let's get a good exit. It's kind of go time really. If I don't make this work soon, it's not happening. Damn, he ran wide. I didn't want to be on the outside for that reason, but kind of left me no alternate there. I could have maybe rushed an inside pass, and maybe I'll try that next time, but yeah. Let's just keep the pressure on. There's nothing more I can do. I'll take the track limit. I think we've had a clean race. This is kind of crucial to the rest of our race, really. Let's try and make him miss a few apexes or something. I don't really know. I'm driving better out of most corners, but I'm also under threat. Fair play to everyone behind. They seem to be pretty patient, but it's going to run out soon. Once again, he's just not dialing in that final corner, and I need to make something of this now. Alright, let's go for round 2. Feels better this time. I'm going to make him think I'm going to do the same outside move. Okay. He'd rather die at this point than let one position go, so that is definitely the end of our fight to the guys ahead. He did come across early enough that it wasn't like blocking, but I really had to get out of it then, and now I'm in trouble. So I'm going to have to fend off one car while trying to regroup and attack the next. This is still for top 10 though, so... Now I'm starting to feel the effect. It's really close. There's got to be a way to get this guy. So the longer this goes on, the more time they've got to kind of regroup. I could do with catching them somewhere other than turn 1 at the moment, because they can defend the inside, and if I go outside, I'm really trusting them not to miss the apex, so let's regroup. See what I mean? I'm at risk of knocking this guy in mid-corner, and that will effectively spin him out of the race though, and that's still on me. So he's just racing hard. Let's try and make him miss this corner then. Bloody hell, man. Excuse my language. I'm not trying to push the pass there. The corner speed drop is crazy. Now the question is, do I have the pace to drive away, or am I going to stay under pressure? I'll have a look at that on the replay, because, you know, I'm not going to apportion blame. That could still be on me for not releasing the power or something. Why me? For one position, that was some fight. We've actually got a little breathing space after that. Luckily, the car I'm fighting, who might be a little bit heated after something like that, I wouldn't blame them really, but they've got to deal with another car before they're close to me, so I need to get out of town right now, just in case. Wow. We made that mistake. That's just changed everything again. I have a feeling the Fight T Ferrari just tried something stupid, but I might have got that wrong. From my perspective, I gave all the racing room I could and was as patient as I could be, but if you're gonna overslow and still park the car in front of us, there will be contact at some point, regardless of pointing blame. Yeah, a bit awkward really. These events are protestable though, so it'd be interesting to see if that becomes something that crops up after the race. I am going to look back at that replay, because if they deliberately tried to retaliate, then I can equally report that, which, you know, we just don't want to see it anywhere. Alright, I should focus, because I'm thinking about everything except the race again. Same Ferrari is onto me, but they've been very patient. Like, they've tried moves, but they've done nothing reckless so far, so I think we're on for a good fight with this guy. Wow, that's really made the race go quick for me, because I've been thinking about this battle for about 20 minutes straight now. And it definitely has taken the shine off my tyres. I've definitely overworked the car now, but we just have to work with what we have. I know I can do a relatively consistent pace. I have to get braver there though. Look at the time loss. The thing is, this driver here is kind of going to be going through a bit of what I was. Come on. You can see how sketchy I'm going right now, but he's going to be suffering the same way, where if he feels he's faster, every lap he spends trying to find a way around is going to cost him a little bit of performance long term. So look at my front. They've raced down in terms of where. Break a bit later there. Good exit. I think it's one of those things, if I can get a big enough gap, the two of us will stay neutral, but while he's this close, he's got every opportunity. Just try and bring the car back in. Where did my car go? There. There goes all the work I've done. Right. Losing focus, guys. Come on. A little bit of focus loss and a little bit of being too ignorant to the grip that the car has right now, and that's just literally brought me back into this fight again. We are pulling away clearly from the other Ferrari that was slower though, so. See how patient this guy is? Like, he's thinking about it, he's sizing it up. And he also knows it's not a done deal and that there's like 14 minutes of the race left, so kind of respecting this guy's racecraft at the moment. I have half a mind that he's going to take the opportunity at some point. He's got to give it a go, so. Trying my best to limit his opportunities by getting the exits right. See if I can make less mistakes this lap. Right, there we go. I will say though, the other driver has dropped off very quickly, so I think it just shows really that pass was going to be a matter of time, and I don't know. I wonder if they maybe should have thought about that. Oh. And maybe I should think about my car, huh? I am really struggling though. The amount of attack I put into the car to win that fight before. There's a freebie. Alright, lock in. Now it's his turn to drive under pressure. Get some clean air, but also a mirror full of me, which I wouldn't wish on anyone. I'd rather us two kept our fight alive but didn't fall back to the guys behind, because they're quite dangerous right now. Especially with that wild Ferrari in the mix, so. Let's keep it clean. Would you believe it? He's doing the same thing that I was now, struggling to hit his marker. It's a crazy dynamic when you switch positions. That Ferrari has fallen off the listing now. I'm gonna have to investigate that after. It's just a bunch of Beamers behind now. There's a certain pinch point on the braking as you're trailing off, and unfortunately I'm going to get a ping there, where the car really grabs some rotation. If you can find it, I think it's where the lap time is in this car. My trailing isn't that smooth, I'll admit that as quick as anyone, but I tend to rush on and off the brakes, but there's definitely a huge amount of time to be found if I can hone that a little bit. I was like, this guy has the pace to stay in front, but I kind of want to make it as difficult as possible. Okay, all understeer. I guess I just triggered the ABS and mashed that corner completely. Great. That seems to be my weak spot right now. We are clearing the two cars behind comfortably, so I think this little bubble for 10th is where we need to be. I just don't know if I've got the outright pace if he can keep this kind of gap, so 1.1 now. Looks like he's stretching a little. Just gonna have to wait to get on the power a little bit, I think. Bertrand ahead has stayed about 7 seconds up the road, so we're kind of very similar to the guys ahead, but that'll be enough. Just try and keep momentum, stay in the guy's mirror. That was better. I almost need the TC down at that point. In fact, I might just take it down a notch because the rear tires are surviving. Obviously now you can watch me oversteer into the bin, but I think it's worth a shot. Still learning how to judge that one. That was better than last couple. That's brought us right back onto his tail. We've still got a battle here. We'll get that 10th back. Come on. Just trying to remember to keep driving with lots of rotation on acceleration, so it's the rear tires that are doing the legwork. I think my driving style can be a bit understeery sometimes. Oh, a dose of grass there. I managed to straighten that out and somehow got a good exit, but that could have been a spin and the end of our fight. 6 minutes to go. That is 4 laps. 5 max, I think, depending on where this leader is. We are still pressuring this Ferrari. It's been a great battle all race. We're in the same piece of machinery, same setup. The only variables are the driver and the in-car settings and the tyres, most importantly. Got a nice oversteer through there. That's what I need from the car, and I think that's what I need to do from the start of these races, is get the car working in the acceleration zones while I'm still straightening the wheel. Hit him, stay nice and wide. Couldn't get it stopped. That was if I want to get a run on in here, I'm gonna have to brake slightly early and get the drive out. It's going to be really tough to get in here. We are catching the dude ahead, but it's not going to be enough at this point. Yeah, I'm really struggling when I get close though. Just going to cut the grass on the inside, you know. Do some lawn mowing. Half a second. What a fight with this dude though, and we've got a yellow ahead. Interesting. I'm getting very aggressive on acceleration. I do need to be a bit careful. I don't know what that yellow flag was about, but we are in the top 10 as a result. I think there's been a retirement. No less. Let's keep the fight going. P10 is now a fight for P9. Still got nowhere near, but right, where are the leaders? They're all the way down in like turn 3, 4, whatever turn number it is. Middle sector now, basically. They are flying. I don't know how these guys are doing it. Loving this battle though. They followed me for the entire first 2/3 of the race, and now I'm playing catch up for the remainder after one mistake. That's how close it's been. We have 4 and a bit laps of fuel. We do not need to worry about that. I'm expecting 2 or 3 to go. It really depends where that leader crosses the line. Right now, I can't really look. They're across now, I'd say 2 after this one. Which, for our fight, it's great news to me because I'm going to be running out of time to do anything here. I've actually given up 3 attempts over the last lap or so. I've definitely fallen off here, so I might be able to get some back in turn 1 and 2. I do feel like I can slightly outbrake him there. I don't know if it's going to be enough. How am I braking that? Wow. I think the lightweight fuel tank is starting to show now. I'm going to have to get braver. I really got that stopped too soon. with zero apex speed there. Come on, guy, you can rotate. Come on. There we go. Get on the power, get the back end of the car wanting to step out. Something I've really struggled to do in this, and I know it's a good way to get a bit of extra pace. He seems to be quicker than me there. Well, we found the apex, but so did he. We're closer, but I'm assuming there's one more to go, even though the clock's run down. I'm about to find out. It's going to take something pretty amazing to get this one, I think. Right later. Wow, I had to try something. That was a bit of a yeet. Holy crap, what was I doing? 0.6. I think first half of the lap I can make time, I just haven't done anything about it in the second half of the lap. Fantastic drive though from Newton ahead. Mountain. Barely put a foot wrong, and that's what cost me the position in the first place, so what can I say? Here we go. We might as well go aggressive here. It's just not enough. Final corner or nothing. No, he's done it. He's done exactly what I didn't do, which is stay on the track. Fair play to you. Great fight. Great fight. We're still going to wrap up a top 10. It would have been perfect to give him one last fight, but you know what? I'll take that. That was a great race. A bit more practice, and I think we can do a little more with that. There you go, flash of the lights. All right, let's go check the replay. That is a confirmed P9. Only 3 DNFs, 4 positions gained, and a little bit of driver rank to boot. Okay, a quick look at the opening corners. Let's just see how that fell. And then we'll go and look at the incident. Racing stewards can be the judge of that. We'll also have a look at what happened in my mirror, whether that was an accident or something more ambitious. So into turn 1, we keep our left lane. We see the McLaren ahead. It's got loose, but managed to kind of pick it back up. No stress. A little bit of a touch with a Ferrari and a Beamer, and then this guy's going to come slightly left and then realize we're still there. And he goes, oh, sorry. Gets the wheel back in line, like no harm done. So we spend the bulk of the first sort of quarter of the race, half race nearly, studying this Beamer from every single angle. I could probably draw it from memory at this point. And at this part of the race, something happens. Let's have a look. So the Ferrari and the Beamer start to tangle. Ferrari actually bulks the Beamer, and I have to get on the brakes where I usually accelerate. And I will say their driving was really clean at this point. They were very aware of what was happening, and I kind of didn't shut the door and return, knowing I could still get a good drive out of here. Job done, I think. Which makes me think this could be the Ferrari that we later start tripping over. But lap after lap, we've been catching this guy. Now, I don't look close enough this time, but I think this is where I start to size him up. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get a sense. And look at the lack of grip in that car. There you go, first contact right there. I mean, we both look like we're wide, but it is a very late apex here. He just seems to stay on the brakes incredibly late because he's naturally sliding out. So, no harm done really. A bit of a love tap. We start to notice this Ferrari is missing just about every reference point, either through an issue with the car or maybe just because they're hard focused on the mirror. So here we go. You can see it's getting close already. I'm looking left, looking right. Probably should just stay focused under him, but I've already tapped the guy once. I don't want to keep overdoing the problem. I have a look on the outside. I'm not really close enough here. To give you context, there's now a massive train of cars following this Ferrari, and I'm at the head of the following pack. Again, we get really good tow here. Now, I think here I thought about the inside and he makes sure I can't go. I don't really get alongside, so again, can't really blame him for defending. So at this point, we've not really made any gains, but well, I mean, I don't even need to say it. He's just done the same thing again. So this time, we put the hammer on here. This is the first run we get onto the back straight. And this is, I think, where the incident starts. So we'll have a couple of different angles of this. So I take to the outside, get on the brakes, I'm alongside, I go for the cutback. It's just a nothing touch. No malice. So at this point, that car is tracking out very wide. When I'm not quite underneath at the point of contact. So I think I can't really blame that driver for being there. I think ideally I'd have undercut without the contact, right? So I'll go in. And I'm not on the power. And that's where it's tricky. I'm still slowing down at that point. Trying to wait for the window. This guy has shot his front tires or has aero damage because that amount of rotation plus the booty tap from me is not helping. But that was kind of like a very nothing incident, but he probably wasn't a big fan of that one. Just want to see what happens here and whether we need to address this. Yeah, I thought so. Let me know what you think about the incident. And then just one mistake cost me that great battle at the end. I ran wide because I was talking too much. Who knew? Thank you for watching this recorded session. I love to do these live on twitch.tv/FrankLucid and on YouTube. And if you enjoy this upload format, let me know because maybe I could do more of those alongside the live streams. Take care, have a good one, and if you're taking part in this one, hopefully you got something useful out of watching it. Thanks for your support.